showing up on the Facebook. I'm going to relaunch Engine X.
Okay. All right, sorry about that. We're having some technical difficulties here on our end. And we are getting gridding now. So we're going to go through the field. All right, starting on the pole position today, Zach Wetstein going for that championship. Best place to start is on that pole position, so he's going to try to start and finish it from that position. Brandon Walsh going to start outside of him in that second spot. Third spot, Smoking Sam Wetstein from Auburn, Indiana. And in the fourth spot, Kyle Roberts.
Yeah, Kyle running a very special paint job tonight. We'll talk about that a little later. Fifth spot, though, Jeff Paisley in the seventh will be rolling off. In sixth, Garrett Kinder, one of our championship four. Starting seven, Christian, the Coach Deadman in the three machine. And outside of him, in row four, the 01 of Mickey Isaac.
Aaron Adcott's going to roll off P9 while Matt Geis P10. Jason Lotridge P11. William Griffith is going to roll off P12.
13th, Christopher Heiner in the 24. Outside of him, Mike Veith in the 9 machine. Then Charlie Elmore in the 20, rolling off 15th, and Josh the Jet Oswald in the 17, rolling off 16th.
Alex Veith gonna roll off P17. Thomas Lee P18. 19th's gonna see Brett Redderer, and rounding out your 20 and the rest of the field is Magic Mike Aribe.
As the pace trucks enter in turn number 3 right now, we're going to be getting ready to go racing here for the last time this year in the Original Rebels Racing League.
And Intensity Broadcasting bringing you the awesome action these guys put on every week, and sponsored by Thin Blue Line USA. The championship round, 20 cars. 4 drivers have a shot at the championship. Who's it going to be? Zach Wetstein leads into the green flag is out. And we're rolling. Zach going to get a decent jump on the inside line over Brandon Wallace. Sam Wetstein going to try to sneak up in there behind him. Got to go early if you want to get up behind Zach.
Kinder was thinking about making it 3 wide for a second behind Kyle Roberts, but thought better of it. But as they come through turns 1 and 2, looks like he's going to try to thread the needle here off of turn number 2. Looks like he's got to tuck back in behind Kyle Roberts. As they come through turns 3 and 4. Oh, Kyle Roberts gets real loose. Chases up the track. He hangs on to it. But, man, he is going to lose a ton of positions as he's just sliding backwards right now.
You know, Josh, before the broadcast, you and I were talking. This is the place to have a championship race. Michigan puts on some of the best racing you'll see all season in any of the leagues. It could be street stocks. It could be trucks, cup, it doesn't matter. I think some of the racing here at Michigan is some of the best.
Oh, I couldn't agree more with you as we see Brandon Wallace going around the outside of Sam Wettstein to take that second position away.
Sam Wettstein way down in the apron. He's getting a little loose. Hang on to it, Sam. Sam hangs on to it. But that's going to let Kinder and all these guys by him now. He was getting a little aggressive on that bottom line. We know that very, very bottom line. Zach Wettstein has a really good line that he does going through there. It looks like Sam was trying to do it.
Oh, yeah, around. Matt Geis around.
Yellow flag is out.
Catches the 98 of Sam Wettstein.
That's going to bring in our first wreckage replay. We'll go side by side for that one.
Good. It looks like Sam comes up into the side. Matt Geis there turns him around. And the two of them just get hooked together. Matt almost goes over. He's up on two wheels.
Yeah, one of our playoff drivers there, you saw him on the bottom there, Seth Griffith, getting through there.
Yep. Kyle Roberts, though, getting a piece of it as well.
Yeah, Kyle getting caught up, and even
the 24
of Chris Heiner.
Chris Heiner also involved in that, as we see right there. So, fortunately, our playoff driver is making it through, but Kyle Roberts damaging that special paint job that he's running tonight.
Tough break for those guys. Sam Wettstein and Magic Mike have jumped to the pits. What happened to Magic Mike, Josh?
I don't know. Let me see if I can take a look, see what happened to Magic Mike.
I'm going to just grab it here. See what happened. Does he crash? He just came to a complete stop. Looked like he was rolling down the backstretch and jumped back a lap. See what happened. He had some left front damage, it looked like there.
I wonder if he was involved in that and ended up popping the motor.
Definitely had some smoke in front of him. Oh yeah, late into that, he hammered into Sam Wettstein.
And popped the motor, getting his way, getting back to the pits. So,
correct.
Unfortunately for him.
Back to the front. Nobody deciding to hit pit road except for the guys involved in the wreck.
Remember, these guys only have one fast repair tonight, so these guys want to make sure that they're saving them as long as they can. Fortunately, those guys in the back having to use it early, it's no fun. So an early caution here at Michigan, which shouldn't affect the racing too much. It shouldn't affect the way that these guys play their strategy being so early as it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would either, Josh. I think they'll be just fine. See, though.
I know I was playing the caution game on Friday in the Xfinity race, and I was running top 5 till I made a bonehead move in that one. Had the strategy all played out, thought it was going to work out for me, and just didn't play in my favor. But I love running with these guys on Friday nights in the Xfinity Series. It's something I look forward to every week. Yeah, it looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to be going back green flag racing.
Jeff Paisley, that P2 spot. Watch him. He's been up there all season long. Just had a tough run and go of it here in the playoffs. Him and Brandon Wallace both. They've been fighting up at the front with Zach and Garrett Kinder. So those guys not shying away from trying to win this thing.
Now that we got all the technical hitches out of the way, I just want to go through our chat, which has been a little busy. So Matt Geis said, obviously, good luck, guys. Breck Rutter said, good luck to the Championship 4. Thanks, Matt Geis, for all you do, and thanks, Intensity, for the great season. Sherry Lund says that she doesn't hate it. It's just weird when we call him William instead of Seth. Paul Passon says he's watching. Sherry Lund says, let's go 12. Kevin Kinder says, good luck to all our playoff drivers. Alex said, we're back. And Sherry said, let's go 12 again. So looks like we're ready to rock and roll here. We're caught up on our messages. Don't forget to let us know who you're rooting for if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And thank you very much if you're tuning in on eRacing TV on the Fire Stick and the Roku.
And we're about to get back green flag racing. We're going to watch that truck car turn left, and the truck cars are going to start racing. See, I like calling them truck cars now. You made me love it. And Zach Wetstein leads the field. He's going to get an early jump, and the second start is on the leader, so everybody's got to follow him, and he's going to get a decent-sized jump here. Is that going to hurt him a little bit? This place kind of runs like a super speedway, Josh, where the draft really matters.
You know, I in a sense, I think it might hurt him, but when you got guys running side by side like that right here behind him, I don't think it's going to be as much. Yeah, Mike Veith around. Yellow is out, and I'll pull that up on our records rewind here. It's like Mike Veith on the outside of, not sure, I think that's the 84 of Jason Lottridge with Kyle Roberts right behind him. Looks like Jason just pushes up the track just a little bit, turns him around. And Kyle Roberts is going to sneak on by this one, fortunately for him. Looks like no harm, no foul, just a single car, well, 2-car accident, but single car spin, so we'll be good to go, back racing. Doesn't look like too much damage to that 9 truck either. Jason Warren just came across, said, wait till next season. Jake Ingleson says, let's go, guys. And Stacy and Scott Adcock both say, let's go, Aaron. And Tammy Colson Dickman says, let's go, Brett Rederer. Brett Rederer was just in the pits. I know he's going to be a couple laps down. I'm not sure what happened to him.
So I'm reviewing this again a little bit for the audience here. We're going to watch some lines here. So at Michigan, you can see you have a really wide track, got 5 lanes or so, 4.5 if you want to get technical. And you're going to see that 6 machine. He's going to move down at the same time that the other guy comes up. So I think you have a little racing deal here. They're both trying to just find some space. And didn't go well. So the 9 truck spins in that thin blue line machine. Mike Veith. But yeah, tough call. Like, you see somebody move up, so you think you got a little bit more room, then he came back across a little bit. So what do you think, Josh?
Yeah, it looks like just a racing accident. Nothing you can really do about it. And I'm not sure what happened to Brett Rederer. I'm trying to figure it out on my end. I don't know if he had some kind of technical issue. I see he popped into the pits.
We're back live. Zach Wetstein still leads, but Brett, like you said, going a lap down there. You see him in that 97 machine getting lapped. Like they're going to give him a lap back.
Yeah, he's got 1, but he's 2 laps down, so he's going to be 1 lap down now. And I think he had an issue where he overslid his pit stall. So he overslid his pit stall and got stuck in the wall in somebody else's pit stall. And
that's a tough break.
That is a tough break for him. Maybe had a VR problem or some kind of technical glitch.
All right, well, we got a second. Let's check out what's going on here. We're in the original Rebels Racing League Championship for Michigan International Raceway, like Josh said earlier, 2-mile oval, 107-degree track temperature, which is pretty hot. And, yeah, 2-mile-an-hour wind, partly cloudy, 53% dew point. But the weather, 66-degree air temperature. Crazy how that sun really heats up that pavement, Josh.
It does. The lights are off on the pace truck, but we got an update on Brett Rederer. Brett Rederer lost connection to his pedals.
Ooh.
So that's why he had to reset there. Eddie Morris says, what up, fellers?
What's up, Edward?
And Jake Elson says, watching this is more important than me going to work. And Jalen says, I wish it would have been 66 in Michigan today. Yeah, I hear you on that. I know today in Massachusetts it was kind of chilly. It was like 58 degrees all day today, so I'd take mid 60s all day long.
So Alex Veith had jumped in the chat earlier with us. Said check out his truck. Trying to get a good look at his truck for everybody. Devin Clemens Band.
Thank you, Eddie, for the kind words saying best broadcasters in the business. But the pace truck just took that hard left-hand turn onto pit road.
And it's on Zach Wetstein.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, he's going to have some boys hungry to chase him now.
And again, side by side behind him, which is what he wants to see in his mirror.
Paisley back to the inside now after losing the lead. Or, I'm sorry, losing that second place spot in the last restart.
Kinder's going to push. Kinder's giving Wallace a big push down the backstretch, and it allowed Wallace to get underneath.
Going to give Wallace a great run through the middle of the corner here, too, Josh. He drove it way down on that Sam Wetstein line.
It'll make it stick, too, and
made up some ground on Zach, but not enough to make the pass. Let's see what they can do here through 1 and 2.
And look at the rest of the pack file in. You've got 3 wide. You've got 8 or 9 cars under a blanket right there as they come through turns 1 and 2.
Zach Wetstein really liking that high line, sticking it way up there, kind of riding that high line. We used to see Dale Jr. do that here at Michigan, too.
Yep. Look who's up in that 4th spot, though. Mickey Isaac. Not someone we normally see near the front at the beginning of the race. Usually he makes his way up there towards the end, but he's mixing up early tonight. Having a great little run here going. Aaron Adcock's sitting in the 5th place, too, so a couple drivers making some moves early in the race.
Now for William Griffith, he's found his way up there. He almost was in that wreck early on. We'll go on board with him, because he's got a cat's eye view of what's going on.
Oh, and he's at the bottom of 3 wide right now, and you can see Aaron Adcock trying to fight for that position there as they come down the backstretch. Kinder got around Wallace, and now Kinder's all over the back bumper of Zach.
You really hear those tires working on that low line, the squealing noise.
Paisley back down to the bottom line, too. Oh, William gets a little loose there. We got a battle for second heating up between Jeff Paisley and Garrett Kinder. Here goes Wallace back on the high side, too. So you've got cars everywhere. Look at this. As you can see, William Griffith, this guy just taking his time, seeing what's going on in front of him, making sure that he doesn't get caught up in something that's going to ruin his chances of championship.
And right behind him, you have another playoff driver in Thomas Lee. So top 4 driver, the 4 drivers in the championship chase are technically in your, what, top 10? Yeah, top 8. In the top 8. Yeah, so.
Great battle up here, too.
Back to the front, you got Garrett Kinder holding taut on that outside line as he pushes Zach Wetstein a little bit. Jeff Paisley liking that bottom side. We've seen Jeff do this before. He's really good at managing the throttle through the middle of the corner and off, and able to really get a good run. Gonna lose a bit of ground to those guys here. He should slide up. He had space, but Adcock's gonna fill that space now if Paisley stays low. Looks like 1 and 2 has the high side and 3 and 4 has the low side. So maybe start switching up a little bit. High in 1 and 2, down in 3 and 4.
That could be a couple different things. You get that better run down the front stretch. The front stretch, because it's curved, is longer than the back stretch. But at the same time, you could have wind giving you a little push there too. So there's a lot of things, in fact. But here comes Paisley on that bottom side.
Look a little loose off of 2 there for Paisley. And now William Griffith, or Seth Griffith is going to slide up into that 3rd spot. And he's looking to go to the front. He ain't waiting.
Now, Griff's trying to get that middle line working. He was trying to go 3 wide for a second there. Thought better of it. Tucks in behind Kinder, and it's early yet. I mean, we're only working lap number 16, 17 right now.
So 3 of your top 4, 3 of your championship drivers in the top 3. So 1, 2, 3.
Coming up to put Sam Wittstein a lap down here.
Griffith looks low underneath Kinder. I don't know if without help if it's gonna happen here, Josh. You might have to slide back up. And Aaron Adcock's gonna close that door.
That's what I was gonna say. Aaron's right there to take it away, but it looks like he's got a great run here through 3 and 4, and
they're 3 wide behind him too. Yep, he's got Kinder's number now. He's underneath of him. Griffith throwing it in there and through 1 and 2. But we know the outside line's really prevailing on 1 and 2. Oh, he's going to do a slide job.
Slide job up in front of Kinder.
Nice job there. Kinder's coming back underneath now, 3 and 4.
Aaron Adcock gave Kinder a little shove there down the backstretch to get him back underneath Griff here. And here comes Kinder trying to challenge for the lead now. Trying to get a 2-for-1 special through turns 3 and 4.
And you can see that second car in the line getting a little bit tighter. Kinder had the same problem there through 1 and 2. He's a little tighter up toward the wall. Ooh, Griffith looking for that slide job on Zach Wettstein now.
He might have him clear here.
He does. He's clear up. We have a new leader in Seth Griffith.
And Joe, you're going to understand this comment better than I will. Sherry Lund says he's driving like he lives in Chicago.
Man, I'll tell you what. My dad, here's a quick story while we have a second. My dad, we were in Chicago. We were downtown Chicago, and we were sitting at a stoplight, and somebody smacked my mirror and hit my dad's elbow with their mirror.
Oh, no.
That's how impatient people are in Chicago.
Here comes Zach is pushing Griff down the front stretch there. Here comes Aaron Adcock, though, trying to take that second place position away from Zach Wettstein.
I'm really surprised Zach hasn't moved down yet. He's comfortable on that low line, especially in the fixed set on that bottom line. We've seen him in the past be able to get down on that bottom groove and actually make it work. So and you can see Seth kind of runs a little bit more of a middle line than he is real high like Zach was running.
It's a little bobble there through coming into the corner. I don't know what that was, but he tried to check up quite a bit there. It kind of stacked everyone up behind him, and Griff was able to get a good pull there.
Looking back from Griff to Zach as Zach closes that gap, obviously with the draft on the straightaway, and Griff able to really ride it through the corner pretty well. Getting that middle line. Kinder's using that draft to get underneath Zach now.
They're side by side, wheel to wheel through the front stretch across the line. Zach's going to have him by just a nose. But here comes Adcock giving Kinder a big push here in that Kinder Farms machine.
Woo-wee! Seth threw it in there. He's really driving the wheels off this thing. I'm going to be concerned about his tire wear late in this run, Josh.
Yeah, and Joe, you've run this track many times in the iOS series. How much right now is Griff looking in his mirror as opposed to the windshield?
The entire time. He's trying to block those runs. He's trying to keep himself out front. He really wants to know if this guy's really going to get a big run into the corner on him or not, and if so, if he can stay in front of him. But Kinder looks like he's comfortable pushing now that he's cleared Zach. I wonder if Zach's going into conservation mode. He's been high on that high line, just high, wide, and handsome for a while, and now he's staying high. He's not forcing the issue. And I think as we see this run go along, Josh, you're going to see that he's going to have the fresher tires in the long.
Yeah, we know Zach's really good at saving tires, but we got a group right now. I mean, everybody, the top 14 are within a second of each other right now.
Back at Thomas Lee, who's our fourth driver left in the chase. And he...
Kinder going for the lead here. Sorry to cut you off, but Kinder side by side with William Griffith. Here comes Zach Wetstein to the bottom as well, trying to push him along. They're going to go around Griff here. Here comes the slide job again.
Little
But this
tag
time
team
it's
there.
Kinder.
So maybe this whole thing's going to come down to having a little teammate help toward the end there, Josh.
Yeah, we know that Kinder and Wetstein are teammates.
Griffith's going to try to turn it down in the middle. He's not going to be able to do it, look like. Not a good enough run there. He's going to stay high as Zach comes back on the inside. And Adcock and Griffith are going to get a huge run into 1 and 2 here, Josh.
Yes, he is. And 3 out of the 4 chase drivers or championship drivers are Reaper Racing drivers. That's Kinder, Wetstein, and Thomas Lee. So Griff is out there kind of the Lone Ranger right now. No real teammate support.
It looks like Aaron Adcock's putting in work to help him out the best he can.
Yeah, Aaron is a teammate. So Aaron, Alex Veith, Charlie Elmore, Chris Heiner, and Mike are all Dark Horse Motorsports. So he's at 23 is really trying to help his teammate out here.
He's a teammate of Seth Griffith?
Yes, he is.
Nice.
That's the Dark Horse Motorsports there sitting 2nd and 3rd. Reaper Racing 1st and 4th.
Let us know in the chat, are you Team Dark Horse or Team Reaper?
There you go. Zach way up the track there.
Yeah, Zach was looking outside of Aaron, trying to maybe get that run on him, but Aaron kind of squeezed him up. Because, you know, Griffith and Adcock have been running this kind of middle line. It kind of opens up that top line in the middle of the corner.
Yep. So a couple quick messages. Brian Merle Jr. says, "Hey Joe and Josh."
What's up, Merle?
Junior Great Nation in the chat here. And then Mikey Keller says, "Go Team 77, 33, and 17." And Jake Ellingson says, "Team Reaper." So there you go.
Brandon Wallace kind of falling off the pace here. Started outside the pole. Him and Jeff Paisley both. Maybe a little conservation, maybe a little too much tire wear. We'll see how that pans out later in the run. Thomas Lee, though, up 11 positions, knowing he's got to do some work to get himself back to the front here, and he's making it happen. So,
yep. And Eddie Morris just brought it up in the chat. I know things have panned out a little bit. Kyle Roberts ran a very special paint job tonight. Brand new sponsor on board for him. He's got the Kinder-only lawn care service on the truck tonight.
Big yards, $25. Medium yards, $15. And just want to look, $5. That's pretty awesome.
So I just want to make sure we give a shout out to Kinderonly.com's newest venture in the lawn
mowing world.
Yep.
Man, who wouldn't want to see that in their front lawn?
I know, right? Oh, Jake Ellingson, you're right. We should have said something earlier. How about a shout out to all the moms out there on Mother's Day?
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you, Mary Wright. Thank you, Jenna. Y'all are the greatest women I've ever known.
Yep, and Donna Hall and my wife Beth, absolutely. I know Donna likes to watch, my mom likes to watch these broadcasts every once in a while. Aaron Adcock, though, a little bit of pressure from Zach Wetstein at the front. He got kicked out of line a little bit and is falling back. Kind of getting freight trained on that bottom there with no drafting help.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that. Zach was looking to get outside of him and kind of push him down and get him freight trained. So that's what you're seeing here now. Not finding that space to get back up. He might be able to squeeze up. He's looking to. That 01 is not lifting for him, though.
Well, he's got a slide job right there. Though.
That was a
Rocky
tight...
Evans says, "Go Kyle," and Casey Evans says, "Let's go 97." That'd be Redder, who's still a lap down, sitting back in 18th, but there's a lot of racing left. He would be the lucky dog.
Thomas Lee really putting the pressure on Coach now. One of the closer battles on track. He's getting pretty solid runs through the middle of the corners. I don't know if he's doing some lifting to just save or conserve, but I haven't looked underneath him yet.
Yeah, we had a lot of A lot of hard racing in the beginning. I think everybody's kind of settling down. They might have burned their tires up a little bit. I mean, lap times right now are looking to be... I couldn't find my mouse. Garrett Kinder's best lap of the race was a 39.97. Last time I ran a 41.27. So he's about 2 seconds off the pace, 2.5 seconds off the pace from where he started. So that's really showing that these tires are really starting to burn out right now.
Zach's starting to move down a little bit in the middle of the corner, Josh. We'll see what he can do here. I think he's starting to little bit more aggressive. Maybe not as he backs the corner up as I say it. But yeah, you can see that little diamond down. He's getting a little bit of a run through the middle of the corner, and that's going to close up that gap between him and Griffith. He's going to give Griffith a push here.
It seems like right now the only two cars that are the fastest right now are Kyle Roberts sitting back in 8th and Josh Oswald sitting back in, well, now 12th. He was in 13th, but he just went around Alex Veith.
This is from the nose of Zach Wetstein. Let's see what he's doing here.
Great view right there. Really showing the roughness of the track, the age of the track, and the great run that you can get off the corner.
Just pure impatience. He's not being impatient. He's showing patience is what I meant to say. And being able to just hang out there, back up his corners a little bit, get a decent run down through the middle of the corner. Really trying to figure out what he's got for him here as he looks underneath a little bit. He's going to get a good run again. He's giving the business here. He's letting Griff... No, I'm here. Griff's looking underneath Kinder now. Got to be careful not getting too aggressive and letting Zach outside of him, though. We saw what happened to Aaron Adcock when that happened. Here goes Zach to the inside.
Looks like Zach's going to take that second position away pretty easily here. He's all the way down on that yellow line. He's going to slide back up here behind Kinder. And
you're going to see a crossover? No, not fast enough for Griff through the middle of the corner there. But Josh, that's what I was telling you about Zach earlier. When he gets down on that line like that, he can really make up some time and some space late in the runs. We saw him, I think we saw him do it either last season or early this season here at Michigan. He's really able to get himself down on that bottom line and make up some time.
You know, and right now he's got his teammate in front of him in Garrett Kinder. But that also just put those two Dark Horse Motorsports cars back together. And you're seeing a little bit of drafting right now as Aaron Adcock getting back to the back bumper of his teammate and giving him that little shove here down the front stretch. And you don't actually have to make contact. You just have to be close enough. These trucks have, we call it the bubble effect, and it's almost like an air bubble right on the front of the truck that's going to move that truck in front forward.
Yeah, and you saw Griff trying to dump some air on that spoiler of the 4. It didn't work there. Whoa! Whoa. Hang on to it, Griff. He tried a little side draft and tried to dump some air onto Zach's spoiler, but it didn't work. Zach actually got a little tight there on entry. Almost got into the wall, and Griff with a good run through the middle of the corner. Let's see what he's got coming off.
Yeah, that does two things, too, is when you can dump all that air on the spoiler, and then you swing away from the truck, if you're next to, that's going to load the back end to back up with air, that spoiler, and that can actually cause the truck to get really, really loose. And you can almost suck that truck around that's outside of you if you're not careful. And Joe, I wonder how far these guys are away from green flag pit stops. I believe these trucks should only be able to go about 45 to 50 laps on a tank of fuel. We did have a couple of yellows there, so as we do see Jeff Paisley and Thomas Lee coming to pit road as I say that.
Yep. And Aaron Adcock on board with him will go gyro. You see all that banking, middle of the corner, and how long he's out of the throttle here as these guys fight these tires. So like you said, Josh, it's going to be time for these guys real soon. We're really going to see who's who's got it on pit road and off.
Yep, Jason Lottridge also hitting pit lane right now. So a couple cars pitting early. Cars in the back kind of pitting early. Makes sense. They weren't up in this lead pack, so they might as well drop in. No, Thomas Lee was. So I think he's just trying to get in. Here they come.
Here they are. All the leaders. Man, that might be the whole field pretty much. That's the top.
Brett Rudder staying out.
That's the top 11 people right there hitting pit road. 13 actually.
It's looking like a yellow flag pit stop, not a green flag pit stop, as we see the whole field on pit road at once.
Could get crazy down here, Josh.
Sure
As
can.
we watched,
oh,
somebody just hit the wall. Coach hit the wall. Aaron Adcock with the problem. He's got to back up. The 01 slid through his. The 33 of Matt Guy slides through his pit stop. Man, these guys are all over the place, not be able to get in their pit stalls. Griffith is rolling. Zach Wetstein rolling. Kinder rolling. So 3 of those top drivers are rolling. Let's see where Thomas Lee is on track as he's about to come around. He's going to pass the leaders here, Josh.
Yeah, he's getting his lap back here. No, he's going to take the
lead.
lead.
Oh, yeah. He's taking the lead. He was on the same lap as them.
What a great call for him.
One lap before them.
Yeah, get himself in position to maybe try to win this championship. So that's going to put our top 4 championship drivers 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. With Garrett Kinder actually sitting back in the 4th spot right now. That's surprising. This is not who I was expecting to see.
Those are the kind of things that make up championship moves, man. And that one machine just made a huge gain. He must have been able to get on clean without a group of people around him and made up a lot of time on track.
I'm going to take a look at the pit lane time here.
I can do that.
Yeah, if you pull up pit lane time,
yep,
you can see he was only on pit lane for 43.9 seconds. Wetstein, 44.8. Griffith, 45.3. Kinder, 46.
Right, so he's at least a second or 2 faster than all those guys on and off pit road, which is why he found himself ahead of them when they came off. Great job by Thomas. See if that translates here late in the run. Hopefully he didn't run his stuff off and is taking care of his tires. You know, Zach is really good at that as he's starting to close that gap now down to 0.75, 3/4 of a second to Thomas Lee.
See, Casey Evans says, let's go 97. Brett Rudder is currently on pit road right now. He is still a lap down. Flux Hyper says, let's go 17. That's Josh the Jet Oswald. He's rooting for tonight. Josh is sitting back in 10th right now. And Keith Thurms says, get it, Kinder. So Kinder, the one having the most, the championship 4, having the most trouble on pit road. Look at this, William Griffith and Garrett Kinder drafting each other on the backstretch, pushing each other down the backstretch, trying to catch the front 2.
The front 2 have kind of opened up this gap, but now Zach Wetstein to the point.
And that's what Kinder and Griffith, actually Kinder's looking underneath Griff right now.
You got your battle box here at the right, so you can pay attention to it. That'll tell you those gaps between these 2 leaders and then the guys behind them. And they're actually, Josh, the leaders are starting to drive away from them a little bit.
Yeah, we got a battle at the front and a battle for 3rd right now.
Now Kinder's starting to get a little sniff, it looks like, minute or a second and a half. Kind of lose it in the middle of the corners, though. Thomas Lee is right where he needs to be to finish this thing out, Josh.
That's for sure. He's right where he wants to be. You know, you could do right now is do a little split screen right now because we got a battle for 3rd place going on.
All right. Do it.
How about that? You have your battle for first and second, your battle for third and fourth. All championship drivers in the top four, as Eddie Morris just said on the chat. It's almost like Eddie's done some broadcasting with me or something.
What'd he say?
He said top four champion drivers, all of the top four. Don't get better than that.
True. It is true. Is Griffith, it looks like now too, Josh, getting up underneath him of Kinder, and Paisley's in the picture as well. Paisley might be able to help them if they line up. Might be able to help them catch these front two.
That's for sure. Although it looks like these two want to race it out right now. Neither one of them really giving an inch.
Kinder actually gives it up there. Griffith's going to slide up in front of him. Paisley tucks in. Griffith getting pushed by Kinder now down the backstretch.
Eddie says just once or twice, as Eddie was announcing last week in Joe's absence, and here comes Kinder back around Griff. And these guys running hard like that, that's just allowing Zach and Thomas to drive away. As now the gap is 2 seconds from Lee back to Kinder. It's nice to have this side-by-side action so you can see everything going on the track right now between your championship four.
And these guys, like you said, really need to start working together, those three, instead of passing each other repeatedly. Get lined up. Get caught up. Otherwise, you're losing valuable time. I mean, you saw what Thomas Lee did on pit road just by gaining a second. And now they're over 2 seconds back off the leaders, so. And I think if you're Griffith and Kinder, you kind of hope that maybe these guys run their tires off, Josh.
Yeah, for sure. As we take a look, Kinder's actually pulling some faster times right now than Thomas Lee. I'm sorry, that's the other way around. Thomas Lee is pulling faster times right now than Garrett Kinder.
That's what I mean. Without really getting, you know, pushed or anything. Kind of weird.
Yeah. Yep. Now that that gap from Thomas Lee to Kinder has grown to over almost 2.5 seconds now. As here comes Jeff Paisley into the mix. Looked underneath Griff for a second, but thought better of it.
I also think Zach Wetstein's probably running his right sides off here. He's driving down to that yellow line every lap, turn by turn, Josh. We'll see late in this run how that pans out for him. But it looks like Thomas Lee's able to keep with him, and Thomas has been running a little bit higher line through the middle of the corners. So I guess he's getting down there with him right now, but
you can see the delta time on the split screen there. Oh, almost a low contact between Griff and Kinder there. But you can see Thomas Lee's gap is steadily increasing.
Kyle Roberts tucking in now too. He goes around Paisley behind him.
The best thing these 4 trucks right here, 5 trucks now, as Chris Heiner's joined the mix as well. Best thing these guys could do is just ride in line right now and see if they can catch up to the front 2. So Griffith is now looking back underneath Kinder, trying to take away that spot. Another thing I'm noticing, these guys running either the middle lane or the high side, where Zach and Thomas Lee are down almost on the white line.
And that's what I was saying. I wonder what that's going to do about tire wear here late in this run. We'll see who fares better. Watch that 35 machine of Kyle Roberts, a little side draft off of Griffith as he's going to try to push now into Kinder and find that space on the high side or go around Griffith.
Yeah, he's got that Kinder Only lawn care truck hooked up right now.
Griff side's back up in front of him, though. Paisley to the inside.
Kyle Roberts kind of in his own little world here. He's not a teammate of anybody out here right now. He's part of Full Send Racing with Lottridge and Josh Oswald. So him being here mixing this up a little bit must be kind of frustrating for these front two in this group here because they're championship drivers.
Yeah, I mean, he still wants to win the race, though, right? You know, Eddie can attest to this. Still want to win a race. Doesn't matter. Actually, they're starting to gain now on him. Josh down to 2.4. Up around 2.7, 2.8 before. Pay attention to that. Watch these guys work through the front stretch.
Yeah, last couple laps, that one too. Lee and Zach are starting to run a little slower times. They're about 0.2 of a second slower. So I think these 5 trucks now getting in line, even though they aren't pushing, but the fact that they're in line and letting that bubble push them along is starting to eat into the leader's lead a little bit. Plus, like you said, running that low line, I wonder how much that hurt their tires up at the front.
Yeah, we'll see. Now it's back to 2.6 lead for Zach and Thomas. So
the track temperature is still up there, 107 degrees, and we're starting to see some of these guys, like Kyle Roberts. We saw him have a bit of a slide there off of turn 2 last time by, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as those trucks are starting to handle a little worse.
we'll look forward from Kinder's car real quick. Out in front of them, the leaders are.
Joe, you there?
Yep.
Did you drop again?